up, get out and get moving.
Here is what happened on the latest edition of Morning Glory.
Now, Nelson Mandela was the most famous black man in history. He transcended race barriers to become an exemplar of human generosity of spirit. His towering personality made possible the peaceful transfer of power in South Africa from white minority to black majority rule. If he was less effective as president of his country than he had been as a symbol of resistance to apartheid, he demonstrated statesmanship unmatched in Africa. He inspired love as much as respect and became regarded by hundreds of millions of people as a secular saint. More was asked of him and sometimes claimed for him than any mortal man could deliver. But the world has been a better place because Nelson Mandela lived in it. But what I always love to do in these situations is to look back on somebody's life and find something a little bit that maybe hasn't been reported and celebrate his life, which is what most people should be doing. We tend to think of him as an old man, grey-haired and frail, and that's if only because he was already 71 when most of us first set eyes on him as he walked free from prison in 1990. And I remember that day very, very well. I remember watching television and thinking, this is an amazing moment. Yet in his youth, Mandela was a tall, powerfully built boxer and keen ballroom dancer, renowned amongst his friends for his success with the opposite sex. Born to a royal tribal family, the young Mandela had always been a charmer. He exuded confidence, perhaps as a result of his regal blood, and even admitted to being a little stuck up. But royal tribal life was never what he wanted. When he discovered he was going to be forced into an arranged marriage soon after leaving school, he was appalled, and he fled to Alexandra, the township for blacks on the outskirts of Johannesburg. And like most men of his age, he had a healthy interest in women, and city life enabled him to meet them. And working by day as a clerk at a legal office and studying law at night in the hope of becoming a solicitor, he was a lodger at a house owned by friends of Evelyn Mays, a beautiful young nurse. Evelyn later recalled that she loved him the first time she saw him, and by then, at age 26, Mandela proposed to 23-year-old Evelyn within months of that first meeting, and the couple were married in Johannesburg. And you can see in his manner that he did exude confidence, and he has got a charm about him, and that really, I think, is what made him the great man that he was, and the fact that he managed to influence so many black people, so many white people, and get them all to work together. Absolutely. Well done, Nelson Mandela.
Live on 96 FM Morning Glory.